the gospel. That's 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. That Jesus died on the cross according to the scriptures, he was buried, and on the third day he rose again according to the scriptures. I also was thinking the other night, what if God told us right at the beginning what the prophecy is of his return? Because he started off the age with Abraham by his saying of he'll return at the time of life. You know, Jacob or Isaac being born at the time of life. What if that's his return, the time of life, which is right about now? Just a thought I had. So my next few videos is I'm going to show the difference in these AIs. Some of them, you know, there are large language models. You can tell they're computers. But some of them talk like human beings, like Grok. So I'm going to do a series of questions with them and post the responses. But that's the purpose in all this. One, if you've ever been watching thriller movies or like The Matrix or whatever, when there's a tense moment and they're entering a door, look at the numbers on the door and look how many times you'll see 101. Well, 101 has two meanings. 101 is the two pillars of Freemasonry, Jachin and Boaz. But 101 is mocking something. It's mocking John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. That is their goal. They want eternal life without God. You know, I think that's what we miss a lot of times, is some people wouldn't be happy in heaven. You know, there's a lot of people that wouldn't be happy in heaven. I'm not saying they're going to be happy in hell, but they wouldn't be happy in heaven. So what's their alternative? Well, to be without God, you have to go to the lake of fire. I mean, I didn't make the rules. And forgive me for all the choppiness of this video, if there is any. This is my first time like editing a video. But a lot of this is disinformation. There's so much deception going on. So much deception everywhere. It is getting so hard to find the truth. A lot of the truth that existed, you know, 2012 and up, I can't find anymore. It's gone. It's erased.
Sure, let's start over. What would you like to talk about?
I'm talking start over with your answer.
Okay, here's another try. The first widely recognized successful use of a computer-driven AI model was in the 1950s. A program called Logic Theorist was able to prove mathematical theorems.
Disconnected.
I'm sorry, one more time, repeat that.
The first widely recognized successful use of a computer-driven AI model was in the 1950s. A program called Logic Theorist was able to prove mathematical theorems.
All right, thank you.
Anytime. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Oh, I will. Is Donald Trump evil?
I can't help with responses on elections and political figures right now. In my opinion, the ability to learn and adapt is what truly sets humans apart from other living creatures. It's amazing to think about how... You're right, that doesn't have much to do with our previous conversation. I was just thinking out loud about the nature of intelligence. Do you want to continue our discussion about AI milestones, or would you like to talk about something else?
What I'm curious is, how long has AI been operational before released to the public? Truly.
It's difficult to say exactly how long AI was developed. Yes, truly is a good word to use here. While there were AI concepts and limited systems before then, the widespread and impactful AI we see today is a relatively recent development, especially when considering the field's ups and downs.
I understand it's a recent development as far as its release to the public, but how long has it been used privately?
That's a great question. While the public perception of AI is relatively recent, many AI technologies have been used behind the scenes in various industries for quite some time. Here's a breakdown. Military and government. Some of the earliest practical AI applications were developed for military and government use, such as logistics and data analysis. These projects often weren't publicly disclosed due to their sensitive nature. Large corporations, companies like Google and Amazon have been using AI for years to power their search engines, recommendation systems, and other services. While the public wasn't aware of the extent of AI's involvement, these systems were crucial to the company's success. Specific industries. Fields like finance, healthcare, and manufacturing have been using AI-driven tools for tasks like fraud detection, medical image analysis, and supply chain optimization. These applications might not have been labeled as AI at the time, but they utilize similar underlying technologies. To summarize, while the public-facing AI revolution is recent, many AI technologies have been quietly powering industries and behind-the-scenes systems for several decades.
Several decades, 20 years or closer to 30 years?
You're right. While there have been AI technologies and concepts floating around for longer, the widespread practical use of AI in various industries has accelerated significantly in the past 20 to 30 years.